good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work.
Welcome along, everybody. We are back. I'm not running, though. This is Bag That Badge for a Thursday evening. This is going to be my only live stream this week. Check out the hair. We still haven't washed the hair properly since it came back from the trip away. And we're going away again tomorrow for the weekend and possibly a couple more days after that. So I'll hopefully be back next Wednesday night. Tina, hello. So I'm not going to run. I'm just going to watch everyone else running. Tortoise has joined, so he's going to be running. Sebastian's on. Hello, Sebastian. Nice to have you with me. Tiago says, hello. Are you okay? Nice to see you again. Laurie says, welcome back. She's not running either. So I'm going to just stick myself on Andrew Jackson. There we go. Hello, Andrew. And there's Tina. I'll drop ride-ons on everyone. Domain is there as well. Tiago's running. Buenaventura is with us. Hello, Buenaventura. Nice to have you with us. Good stuff. Okay, so this is Bag That Badge. We're doing Surfin Safari, which we've been doing for the past 3 or 4 weeks. So next week I will probably change it because I will hopefully be back running next week. I am currently injured, which is why I'm not running. Also very, very tired, as you can probably imagine. But it's great to be back. I was going to do last night, but then I realised that I hadn't really told anyone that I was going to do last night. And when I came to look at it, there was literally nobody running at all. So I decided against it and just had another night in, just lazing around, trying to recover. Not been sleeping very well. I don't know if anybody else has been having the same problems in hot weather at all, but I've been finding it really hot, and because of my injury, because I'm so fatigued from last week, I just haven't been sleeping at all. I don't know if I look tired. Maybe I look a bit tired. Amy Green, hello, how are you? Hope you've had a good week. While I've been away, I hope everybody's having a fantastic week. You've all been okay. I must admit, I just haven't had time to look at anything to do with Zwift for the past 7 or 8 days. Sebastian ran with Clive at 4:30 yesterday. Amy says you look shattered. Tina says post long run overtiredness. Yeah, all of that really. Yeah, so I was looking at the 6:30 Wednesday workout yesterday, and there was one person running in Group D, nobody else. So, and that was at about 6 o'clock. So I thought, even if I told people now, it'd be too late for people to jump on. So I didn't do it in the end, and I thought it's probably best to have another night of rest. So anyway, we're back. But I say that we're back for one night. So I'm doing tonight, and then that's it again because I'm doing the Backyard Ultra. So Amy will know this because Amy will be travelling to Nettishall Heath Country Park tomorrow to do the Backyard Ultra, which starts on Saturday. Tina says we've all abandoned Zwift. Saturday is the Backyard Ultra in Nettishall in Suffolk. Lee Bet says, massive congratulations, Stephen. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate it. I hope you all saw my updates on Instagram and Facebook. I tried to post an update every night after I'd finished running. It was very difficult because there wasn't internet a lot of the time, so I couldn't post exactly what I wanted when I wanted. I'm not running the Backyard Ultra, Laurie, but Amy Green is. So Amy will be running the Backyard Ultra. I will just be there, but the chances are that the Backyard Ultra this year will go on a long time. So it may well be that we are there until Wednesday. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That'd be 5 days. And that would lead us close to 100 laps of the Backyard Ultra. So we'll see, but I'm guessing that I will be out of Zwift again for another 5 days or so now. So it's just one of those things. These things have all kind of accumulated at once. I mean, it is a busy summer, so we'll be on and off Zwift, but I'll try and keep you updated as to exactly what's happening. Because we've got the trip to Chamonix that we always do at the end of August. But I do also have a trip to Switzerland at the beginning of August. And then later on in the year, in September, I'm going to Canada. So there are going to be a few times when I'm away from Zwift for at least a week. Libet says, good luck, Amy, you will be amazing. What we want Amy to do is to beat last year. So I think Amy got 6 laps last year. Let's see if she can get 10. I'm going to try and push Amy to 10 laps this year. Is that okay, Amy? She says she'll do what she can. Okay. We'll get you to 10 laps. I am not going to let you sit down before 10 laps. Okay, Amy? Tina says, we'll just forget you altogether. Yeah, just imagine. Just get on with it without me. Oh, dear. Well, it's good to have Tina and Tiago and also Buenaventura and Andrew Jackson. Steve Stone taught us there, all regulars, and Mario as well is there, and Domain from France, all regular faces we see at Bag That Badge. How long is Bag That Badge, by the way? How long is Surfin Safari? Is it about 7k? I can't quite remember. There's Tortoise. Let's give Tortoise a ride on. Actually, let me just log on to Wi-Fi and then I can message in game as well and just say hello to a few people. Bear with me while I just do this. My running, so my right leg is very tight and sore at the moment. So I have to rest it. I can't run at all. Oh, so Surfin Safari is 10k. Okay. Anthony Anderson says, good evening. Good evening all. When is Stephen back? Yeah, I know I look a wreck, don't I? I'm sorry. I mean, I think the journey back was just as traumatic as the run itself, to be honest. Have you seen where I was? How far away I was? I was like right in the far north of Scotland, the very tip of Scotland. On Monday morning, I woke up at the tip of Scotland. And then we had to get a coach. So about 9 o'clock in the morning, we got on a coach. And it took us half the day, most of the day, to drive from the north of Scotland to somewhere in the middle of Scotland at Fort William, where we started the run. And I was so tired, and I had thought about getting in the van and driving to my mother's house and staying there. But I was so tired, I just got a hotel and just slept in a hotel for the night there. And so the whining begins, says Tina. I was so far away, and it was so long. It was such a long journey to get home, and it took me 3 days. I took 3 days to get home. So 1 kilometre in, Tina, Tiago, Domain, Tortoise, Buenaventura is just catching up as well, he says. Right, let me just log on and see if I can message in game. Right, I'm just waiting for it to log on. Zwift Companion app, sometimes Zwift Companion app takes absolutely forever to log on, doesn't it? I'm sure on the... Buenaventura says, where are you, boss? Not running is the answer, Buenaventura. Injured leg. Great photos from Tiago on Facebook. Tina, what are these great photos from Tiago on Facebook? Bear with me, let me get my phone. Direct me to these photos. Yeah, Anthony says, and sometimes it doesn't log on at all. I know. I just have to be careful that I haven't got... So I've got 2 phones here. So I need to make sure that one isn't logged into the Zwift Companion app so that the other one has a chance to. Anthony says, when is your run, Amy? So Amy will start running at 12 o'clock, midday on Saturday. And she has to run 4.1 miles every hour on the hour until she can't do any more. Oh, Tiago says he posts more on Instagram. I don't think I follow you on Instagram. How do I find you on Instagram, Tiago? I'm just typing your name in now. See, I wouldn't know which... There's quite a few different Tiago Rosas. But I've got a runner here. Is that you? You can't see that, can you? Tell me if that's you. It says the account is private, so I've just requested it. Zwift Companion app still isn't logging on. Tiago Rosa 36, that's the one. Yeah, I've just requested to follow you on Facebook. Let me just try and log on again to the Zwift Companion app because it doesn't want to do it. Let me just double check I've got the correct. We are definitely on Wi-Fi, aren't we? Securely connected, yes. Okay. 1 mile in, just over a mile in to the Bag That Badge session this evening. Right, let me make sure I'm on the correct... Ah, that's why, because this is not on the correct Wi-Fi network. Okay. Now it's going to work. Yeah. Hello, everyone. For joining. Thanks, Thiago. Yeah, I've got it. Tina says, sorry, who are you? Great to see some friendly, well-known faces. I should have put you in charge, Tina. I should have given you the yellow beacon today. We could do that next week, actually, if I'm still injured. I'm hoping I'm not going to be still injured, but you don't want the yellow beacon. Next week we could offer the yellow beacon to whoever wants it, just for like the evening, just for the fun of it. So I'm guessing that Buenaventura has been out on the oil rigs. I think that's where he works. So he goes away for like 3 months at a time working on the oil rigs and then comes back and runs with us. So sometimes we don't see him for ages. Yeah, he says hard life out there. No point in me showing you a top-down view, is there? What's that all about? Because I'm not running. Oh, I'll wait till it changes. Steve Stone is up there as well, and Dare. Now, what's Dare's name? I recognise Dare. S. Dare. Stuart Dare. No, actually, I don't recognise that. Stuart Dare. Pete Hill is running with us. Yannick Domain. Yannick, I'll try and remember Yannick. David Soars, I recognise as well. What about the top of my head? What's wrong with the top of my head, Tina? Is it all... What's... Oh, no, tell me. Victoria says I should get a haircut. Oh, I need some special shampoo, do I? Like straw. Well, listen... I went from... when did we start? Sunday? We started running on Sunday, didn't we? I went from Saturday to Sunday to Monday without using shampoo. So a week and a day without using any shampoo at all on my hair. And then I have washed it. I have washed it, but it's still... yeah, it's still a bit dead. It needs to get a cut and somebody looking after it, I think. 2.5 kilometres in for Tina and Thiago and Buenaventura. Andrew Jackson just a little way behind. Nicole from Germany is also on 2.5, as is Tortoise. So if you're interested in finding out how well Amy does at the Backyard Ultra on Saturday, we are doing live updates on Instagram and Facebook on the Challenge Running page. So the event organizer is Challenge Running. So we'll be doing updates on there every hour, but also on the Film My Run channel. So on my YouTube channel, there will be a continuous live stream of the start finish line. So that live stream will be up on the Film My Run channel from Saturday morning, and you can just follow along there, watch the runners coming in. And that will be, that will hopefully, as long as I can keep it live, that will stay live from Nettis Hall Heath Nature Reserve Saturday morning all the way through to the end of the Backyard Ultra, which I'm looking at probably being around Wednesday. Unless something drastic happens. Yeah, another week with no sleep, says Tina. Well, we have a plan in that I think I'm going to get some sleep in the evenings, and Victoria is going to try and do some work for me over the later part of the evening, and then she can go to bed early morning, and I will take over, so that at least we can both get some proper sleep rather than just trying to stay up all night. I'm also slightly unwell, so because I've been running every day. Because I've been running every day, when I've stopped running, my immune system's very low, and I've come off that, and I've got a little bit of a cold. It's not too bad though. I'm okay. Anthony says, "How are you going to cope with your dodgy leg?" Well, I can walk on it. It's just I can't really run on it. And it's not really painful to walk on. The problem is, if I run on it and I keep running on it, it will get more and more sore, which is what happened in the last 2 days of the Cape Wrath Ultra last week. It just got more and more sore. So no running on it and trying to keep it elevated most of the time is good. Walking on it is okay, again, as long as I don't do too much of it. Tina says, you need some serious rest. I do need some serious rest, but unfortunately, this week, last week, and next week are very busy weeks. So I'm just going to have to get through the next 2 weeks. We've got through 1 week. Let's get through the next 2 weeks, and then I've got a couple of weeks I can actually get some sleep. And I did manage to avoid norovirus. So, yeah, the other thing about last week was that there was an outbreak of norovirus in the camp. So out of 170 odd people, 38 people caught norovirus, which was not great, but at least I wasn't one of them. So that was lucky. Or I almost certainly would not have been able to finish the run. And believe you me, I'm never going back there again. It was great. It was beautiful. It was incredible. A magnificent experience, and one that I'll cherish forever, but I never want to do it again. It's just too much time out of your life. It's like, all the volunteering last year, and then the same amount of time this year, but running it. Hard work and just too much time. Tiago says, I saw your Strava today and you made a lot of kilometres. Yeah, well, there's one run missing from that, because even though I took 2 watches with me, so I was wearing 2 watches, on the 3rd day, which was the day that I had a bit of a meltdown and thought I wasn't going to finish and kind of gave up on everything. One of the reasons that I was in such a bad mood on that day was because both my watches had crashed. So I didn't have any record of the run either, so I wasn't recording the run, so I didn't know how far I was, I didn't know where I was. I managed to reboot one of them, so I had a navigation, but there's no record of that run on Strava yet. I'm going to try and make one up. I'm going to try and kind of create the route, and just put it on Strava for posterity. Lee Bet says, I bet that your buckle is amazing. It's a It's a medal. I'll go and get it, actually. It's just over here. Hang on. So that's the medal. It's very thick. See how thick it is? It's just like heavy metal. It's made of metal, and it's quite weighty. And that's what it is there. That's my Cape Wrath Ultra medal. So yeah, proud of that. But I'm not in any rush to go and get another one. Tiago says, day 3, question mark. So I ran for 8 days. So there was a run on every day for 8 days, Tiago. And day 3 was 65 kilometers. Yeah, and I was tired, and I didn't get lost, but my nav was all over the place. My navigation was all over the place. I just had enough on day 3, and I needed a good talking to by my wife to get me back on it, so that I finished and managed to carry on. Tina says, really appreciate the daily vlogs. Oh, thank you. Yes. So if you're a member of the Film My Run channel, you also, as well as getting the photos on Instagram, I was also posting a daily video recorded as live from the course as I was running. I think I did one every day for all 8 days. So if you were a member of the Film My Run channel, you would have seen those. If you're not, you wouldn't have seen them. Hang on, there's the top of my head again, look. Yeah, I don't see any grey hair there. Right, so Tina, Buenaventura, Nicole, Yannick. Oh, Yannick's already on 4K, over 4K in fact, but Buenaventura, Tina, Tiago, Tortoise are all coming up to 4K done. Andrew Jackson just a little bit further behind. We've got Crivellaro from Italy as well. Is nearly 4.5, nearly 5K. Tina says, I see mice. Yeah. It's a wonder you don't see midgies, to be honest with you. So I got bitten again. Like last year, I got bitten to death by midgies, but mostly on my arms and on my wrists mainly. This year, I got bitten quite a bit on my wrists, but not as much as last year. But this year, because I was wearing shorts all day, the most of the midgie bites are on my legs, my lower legs, and oh my god, my legs are potted. It looks like I've got measles. There's so many bites on my legs. It's ridiculous. They are healing a bit now, and I'm not going to show you them. I will show you my medal now that we're on the bigger camera again now. There you go. So yeah, there's my hand in comparison. There's a big bit of bling. But we don't do it for the bling, we do it for the experience, we do it for the magic of it. My camera is doing that thing again, isn't it, where it says no card. Let's just try. Nope. Doesn't want to do it, does it? keep taking a photo of myself. Any better? Let's just go and have a little look further up the field. See who we've got running with us today. So we've got Yannick McLaughlin, or Ian McLaughlin as I call him most of the time. Give him a ride on. He is firing away there at 7.3 kilometres in. He is going at 3:36 per kilometre, so he's going pretty quick. Aged 50. He has 4,239 kilometres run on Zwift, level 30 for Yannick or Ian. Next is Pete Hill. Pete's got a private profile. Drop him a ride on. But he's from the UK. And heart rate 166. So he's working quite hard as well. And he is trying to catch Ian. I think by the looks of things, he's at 7.2 kilometres in at the moment. Under the sea, Ross Thomas from South Africa. Hi, Ross. Ross is mainly a cyclist. He's level 56 cyclist. Has done 22,800 kilometres on Zwift on the bike. But he's pretty prolific running as well. Level 29 at 2,433 kilometres run on Zwift as well. Aged 42 from South Africa. This is Ross Thomas. 6.8 kilometres in, and he is going the fastest of everyone at the moment, 3:20 per kilometre. So he's definitely trying to catch the boys in front, but he won't do because they are 3 minutes and 5 minutes ahead of him. So he's only got 3 kilometres in which to catch them. I don't think he's going to manage that. He doesn't have any heart rate, any cadence. So we don't know for sure that he's definitely running, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt. It's pretty speedy for 10k, that's for sure. Paulo Lara, aged 42. From Brazil. Welcome along, Paolo. Paolo is at 6.7 kilometres in. He's running at a slightly more sedate 4:13 per kilometre. He's a level 11 runner. He's run 449 kilometres on Zwift. Paul Deering says, I just don't understand how somebody can run 400 plus kilometres in 8 days, yet take 2 weeks to move a carpet. It's just the way I roll, Paul. That's the way I am. Oh dear. He said, welcome back, Mr. C. Well done. Thank you very much. I'll take it as a compliment. I also got a lovely suntan in the process. You should see the vest marks on my shoulders. And on the final day, you'll be pleased to know I went in the sea. I went in the sea at the beach at the top of Scotland called Sandwood Bay Beach. Very beautiful beach. Only accessible by walking or running. You can't get there in a car. And it's a 7k walk from the car park to get to the beach. Paul Deering says the tan looks great in contrast with the grey. What grey? What grey are we talking? Don't look at my hair. I dyed it grey so I could fit into an older age category in the run, so I would get a higher position. Didn't work very well. If, in all honesty, I was hoping for top 20 at the Cape Wrath Ultra. That was my goal, was to get in the top 20 at Cape Wrath Ultra, and I came 39th in the end. It was partly down to me not being well trained enough, partly down to me underestimating how darn tough the course was going to be, and partly my injury in the last 2 days slowed me down a lot. But I think, given that, I'm fairly happy with 39th position overall. Top 20 would have been great, but I would have had to run 10 hours faster. I think I did 75 hours and top 20 was like 65 hours. Right, let's just move back down the course a bit. Alberto from Spain. Alberto Rebolo. He's 43 years old. He is only a runner, level 13, hasn't done any cycling on Zwift, 522 kilometres run on Zwift. 7.1k into the run today, heart rate of 153. Looks genuine to me. Tina says, were you 39th out of 40 runners? Surely you should have, to make that, you should have said 39, you were 39th out of 39 runners. There were 57 finishers. I was 39th after 57. But in total, if you take everyone that started, there were 172, I think he said. The race report came in today, and I think the race director said there were 172 starters. So some of those... Oh, thank you. She was being kind, she says. Some of those retired completely and went home. Some of those dropped down to the shorter versions each day. So if you find it too difficult to do the full version, there is a shorter option each day called the Explorer option. So some of the people dropped down to the Explorer option, and then the remainder was 57 people who finished the full thing. And of those, I was the 39th. Here's Shane Stone from Ireland, aged 52. He is a level 28 runner, 2,638 kilometres done on Zwift, and he's at 7.4 kilometres here, so nearly 3/4 of the way through. Paul Deering says, did you beat your co-Cornwall presenter Jay Grady? Yes, I did. I can't actually remember exactly where Jay came, but 40-something. I think he was 47, was he? I was 39th. I think he might have been 47th. I'm not entirely sure. But he didn't care. He was not in the least bit interested in what position he came. He was more interested in simply finishing. So every run he did, he was not focused on catching anyone, not focused on beating any others, just focused on making sure he made it to the checkpoint within the cut-off time, uninjured and ready to carry on. So fueling himself well, pacing himself well, making sure that he got to the next checkpoint in the right time, but not too fast that he was going to burn out or get injured, which is a very sensible way to do things. And sure enough, he managed to finish. So well done to him. So I was sharing a tent with my friend Jay Grady and his friend James Forbes. So there was 3 of us in the tent who all knew each other. And then another chap called Steve, who we also knew as well. So there was actually 4 of us in the tent that knew each other. And then there were 3 other men who we didn't know, who we met on day 1. And we all got on perfectly well. We managed our tent, I think, reasonably well. I was probably the messiest and the noisiest. I was the one scratching my midgie bites until 2 o'clock in the morning, basically. Keeping everybody awake and annoying them by my scratching. So there's Shane. Chris Glover is next on the list. He's got a private profile. He's from the UK. Well done, Chris. Chris is approaching 8 kilometres in with 2 kilometres to go. Well, you know, it had to be somebody, and it's usually me. I'm still scratching them now, to be honest. They're not quite as itchy as they were, but they are itchy. Especially the ones that are drying out at the top of like the top of my wrist here. I've got ones there that I'm just keep on scratch. The top of my hand. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see them at the top of my hand there? All the bite marks? Probably not. Anyway, yeah, itchy. And I was spraying myself with all the stuff. I was taking my antihistamine tablets. I tell you what, Tina, I did stop talking. Towards the end, I was just too tired. And that 3rd day as well. The 3rd day, I finished at about 20 to 10 in the evening. So bear in mind, I'd started at 7 o'clock in the morning. I run all day until 20 to 10 when I finished. Was let me tell you, totally pissed off. Totally tired. And annoyed that I had no time to do all my camp admin or setting everything up ready for the next day, because you need to be organised with these things, and I didn't have time because I'd finished so late. I didn't have time to set everything up and get ready for the next day, and I just got some food, ate my food, got into bed, lay down, and tried to go straight to sleep. Anthony says, I reckon Victoria must have had a peaceful, calm week. And then Tina says, poor Victoria has been worried ragged. I know. Well, she did a good job on the phone of convincing me to carry on day 3. So I spoke to her on my final descent into camp on day 3 when I had a phone signal. Quite often you would find there was no phone signal at all until you got to the top of a mountain. And when you get to the top of a mountain, you'd get a phone signal briefly. So I would quite often phone Victoria. So I phoned her on the final descent from the top of the mountain on day 3, and I basically said to her, I want to stop. I don't think I can do this. It's too hard. And she did a good job of talking me round and convincing me that I should carry on. So she did well there. Yeah, she was worried at times for me, but she also knows I'm pretty dogged, and I can dig in when I need to. Right, this is Stuart Dare. Stuart's on 6.5 kilometres in. Cycling stats are 12,375 kilometres on the bike. He's a level 41 cyclist, and he's a level 18 runner. He's done 657 kilometres running on Zwift. Aged 47, from the UK. This is Stuart Dare we're following now.
achievement.
So I'll change the route next week. We'll do a different one next week. Tiago's on 6.4, Tortoise 6.4, Tina 6.4. They're all running together with Domain as well, who looks like he's had a technical problem. Buenaventura's on 7k. He's got 3k to go. Shane Stone is on 9k, so just 1k left for him.
Hopefully my injury will.
Paul Deering says, I love Victoria's motivational speeches. I received one pre-Brighton. Yeah, you've been exposed to them as well. I think, has Tina? I don't know if Tina has. Right, Tortoise says he reckons quite a few people have been asking for a handful of gravel. Okay, we can look into doing handful of gravel next week then.
So we may well do that.
Yeah, a few people have been on the end of a Victoria motivational speech, but I have to say I've been on the end of most of them. Okay, Tortoise says people have asked on the FMR Zwift group. Yeah, okay, I'll look into it. There's no reason why I can't change it to handful of gravel for next week. This is Matteo from Italy. He's 44. Cycling stats are 707 kilometers on the bike, level 19. Running stats, level 6, 116 kilometers run. No heart rate or cadence though. Okay, Anthony agrees. Yeah, handful of gravel was a club chat. So we'll do that then. So about 3k to go for Tina and Tiago and Tortoise. We're gradually working our way back down the field. So we're just having a little look at Crivellaro from Italy. Or Matteo, we'll call him, because that's his name. He's dressed in cycling gear in his Zwift profile photo. So perhaps he's more of a cyclist than he is a runner. And here he is, Buenaventura. There's the man. Level 23 running stats, 1,500 kilometers run on Zwift. We often call him Ace Ventura. As a joke, he doesn't mind. I think he's used to it now. Buenaventura has been running with us for quite a few years now, on and off. He works on the oil rigs, so sometimes he's away for 3 or more months, and then he'll reappear, and we'll all be delighted to see him, and he'll run with us for a few weeks, and then he's off again to work. So it's good to have him with us tonight. And yeah, he's been running with us for, I don't know, what, 3-4 years? Quite a number of years now. Probably since the pandemic, I would have thought. Something like that. Heart rate of 145. Just about to hit 8k. So that's Buenaventura from Spain. And Nicole. Private profile. She's from Germany. Oh. On 7.5k. So can't see any stats on running. Heart rate is 176, which seems quite high. So I don't know if she's working very hard or whether she might be quite young and so 176 maybe isn't that high for her. Now it says 10 others in the group. I don't know if they are behind Tortoise. But let's just go back to Tortoise and see if any other runners appear. Doesn't look like it, does it? So I don't know if there are any more runners behind Tortoise, as they hit 3/4 of the way through now. 7.5k done, 2.5k to go. And we've just hit 50 minutes into the run. Right, I promise I will get a haircut next week. I just haven't had time today, and we're going away tomorrow. So maybe next Wednesday or Thursday I'll get a haircut. Because yeah, it does. Looking at it on camera, it is looking a bit long and shaggy now, isn't it? And I suppose I'll have to start editing the Cape Wrath video now. I've got 8 days, probably 9 days worth of video content to try and trawl through. Thankfully, it's all only on one camera, so I don't have lots of multiple sources of video to try and sift through, like I did for the UTMB video. But it might take me a little while to edit. Don't forget, in couple of months, where are we now? We're at the end of May, so June. In July we need to be looking out for a Zwift update. There will be something coming for runners soon, and I think it's going to be in a July update, so just bear that in mind. Tina's heart rate 133. Amy says, I listened to the Backyard Ultra podcast episode with you today. Oh, the one I did that this morning. So I did that about 9 o'clock this morning with a guy in Australia. So he's got that edited and up pretty quick. He probably hasn't edited it, has he? He's not edited it at all. He's just uploaded it straight away. Oh, you've had an update through today, have you, Anthony? Yeah, I think there's an update coming at the end of sometime in July, which should have some more stuff for runners, I think. I don't know what version number it's going to be, but there's definitely something coming, I think, in July. Well, thank you for listening to that, Amy. I was a little tired and probably didn't sound overly excited to be talking about the Backyard Ultra at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I hope it was all right. If you want to listen to that, by the way, me rambling on about the Backyard Ultra, it is a podcast called the Backyard Ultra Podcast, and it's from a guy in Australia called Andrew Patterson, is it? I think Andrew Patterson or David Patterson. David Patterson is his name. And you can look that up. And the latest episode is me rambling on for an hour about the Backyard Ultra. Less than 2k to go now for Tiago, Rosa, Tina Beard and Tortoise. Buenaventura's got 1k to go. Well done, Buenaventura. Excuse me. Crivellaro is just about to finish. 9.9k for him. Nicole is on 8.3k. The logo for the Backyard Ultra podcast is that. So if you're searching for it, if you see that logo, that's the correct one. BUP, Backyard Ultra Podcast. Tina, have you been doing this progressively? You look like you're getting a bit quicker. Have you been slowly just increasing the speed a little bit each time? Oh, we've lost. Oh no, we haven't lost Tortoise. Tortoise has sped up as well. Tortoise has flown off into oblivion. Okay, yes. So they have been speeding up slightly whilst they've been running. Buenaventura's got about 700 metres left to run. Tortoise has just over a kilometre left to go. Nicole, just under 1.5k. Tina, 1.5k left to go. Just coming out of the tunnels now. So just a reminder, this is the only live broadcast this week. We will be back next week. We will have live Zwift broadcasts from Wednesday onwards, I think, depending on how long the Backyard Ultra goes on for. I am away from tomorrow. And Saturday we start a live stream on the Film My Run channel, the Backyard Ultra from Suffolk in Nettishall in Suffolk. It is the biggest Backyard Ultra in the UK. It is the one that has produced the longest Backyard Ultras in the UK in terms of how long they've gone on for, the number of laps completed. So if you want to do a massive long Backyard Ultra, this is the one to do. This is where world records and national records have been set. So I will be live streaming and doing weekly updates, hourly updates on Instagram and Facebook. Leafon, hello to you. Leafon's just joined us as we approach the final kilometre of Bag That Badge this week. Tina's heart rate is 147 at the moment. Leafon says, why are you not running? Injury is correct, Leafon. Just got a bit of a shin problem. Like the tendon in my right shin is a bit tight. So that's why I'm not running. Tiago's heart rate is 161. Libet says, well done everyone. Look forward to following you, Amy, at the Backyard Ultra on Saturday, and good luck. Amy Green will be running. Amy Green from Zwift will be running in the Backyard Ultra in Suffolk on Saturday. Last year she managed 6 yards. This year we're going to get her over 10 yards. So Tiago's speeding up now. Tina's speeding up, doing the last K a bit quicker. There she goes. Tiago's going with her. Tortoise has 300 metres to go. Buenaventura, 100 metres to go. He's nearly finished. Tiago and Tina have got 800 metres left to run. Nicole has 900 metres left to run. That's been a good little progressive effort today by Tina and Tiago. Well done, guys. Time for bed for me. I'm still catching up on sleep. Need to catch up on as much sleep as I possibly can, because this weekend, of course, I will get no sleep again. So Nicole's about 30 seconds back from Tina. Tiago and Tina are 500 metres away from the finish. Buenaventura has finished. Tortoise has finished. Laurie says, hi, I won't see others except the riders in my group. Just starting a workout. Might wave at runners as I come down to the start. Yes. So, yeah, of course, you only, in most of these workouts, you only see the people who are running or riding in your group. Tortoise says, well done all, great run. Tina's heart rate's up to 157 now, as they just push it a bit into the finish. 400 metres to go. 300 metres to go. And even though we can't see her, we know that Laurie is about to start a ride workout in downtown, which is just where the guys are finishing their run now. So even though we can't see her, we know she's near. 100 metres to go now for the guys. Just coming up to the finish line. Well done, everyone. Thanks for joining today. Thank you for running if you did run. Thank you for watching if you just watched. Thank you very much as I did. Just watched. Little bit injured at the moment. Hopefully it won't take too long to get recovered. Just need this leg muscle to ease up a bit. There's all the cyclists back now. So they're all starting their workout with Laurie Paulson. And we are done here. Thank you very much for watching. That is it. I will be back next week. Apologies again. We have a very busy next couple of weeks. A very busy last week. Very busy next couple of weeks. So it's going to be very difficult to get on Zwift. But I will try to get back on Zwift next week by Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. Fingers crossed. We can do that. Fingers crossed the Backyard Ultra doesn't go on too long, but also maybe we do want it to go on long and get a world record, because that would be awesome if we had a world record Backyard Ultra next week, but we'll see. Well done to Tina, well done Tiago, well done everyone else who ran. Tina says, thanks gang. Tiago, nice run Tina. Anthony says, have a good weekend all. Amy Green says, see you on Saturday. Laurie says, so nice to have you back. Hope you heal quickly. Yeah, well, it's a very brief being back because, again, yeah, like I said, away again now for all weekend and a few days after that. However, it has been nice to pop in. We will see you live on Zwift at some stage next week. Probably Wednesday, maybe Thursday. We'll see. Take care. Keep your eyes on the Backyard Ultra from Suffolk, UK on Saturday. And cheer on Amy Green. We will send photos of ourselves with Amy Green next week or on Saturday as she does the Backyard Ultra. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.